Alright guys, today we'll be continuing to play Final Fantasy VII once again. This time we're going to go a little bit faster in terms of dealing with getting all the materia and all the objects that we're going to be collecting along the way. It's a little bit of a to-do list, but this is how we get started on doing this with the Shinra building. The Shinra building has a couple of minor quirks that we're going to be dealing with, but of course in the Don Corneo mansion you can go in here, explore a little bit. There's a guy, there's there's an item in here that we have to collect, which is a Phoenix down. There's nothing else in here. There is a guy located inside the torture chamber that Don Corneo left behind. So you gotta get him, help him, quote unquote, and he'll be leaving on the spot. Because that is kind of strange that they left him behind, but it does happen, I suppose. And of course, now we're leaving, and now we're going to go over to the Shinra building, and we're going to climb on up. After we collected the batteries, this should come in handy. And this is where we start climbing the wire, the golden wire of hope. And basically, we're going to be going up through the shiny wire to take back onto Shinra what they've done to us. So, we're going to go, let's go, and now we're starting to climb. No mercy, Averlay, whatever all this stuff stands for, but I guess we gotta have our revenge, I suppose, against the evil corporation. So, now that we're moving, we're gonna be grabbing this battery, placing it right here, so that way the propeller will work, and we just gotta believe the shopkeeper, and of course, it works, like so. It's almost like solving little mini games and puzzles. This is why I love this part of the game. It's very whimsical, if you will, because you get to solve puzzles and do all sorts of stuff, like so. It's almost like a mini game, but not really. So there is a section up here, besides this sector, with climbing onto the to this wire. We got to go up here where you place the battery in here. Don't forget to do this, otherwise you'll be climbing back down here and making a big moment for yourself to do this part twice rather than once. So make sure you do that, and now we're going to try and do the jump. Jump too soon. I can never do this part properly. It always takes me a while for me to get the actual jump done properly before I can actually get it done. Come on. Come on, Cloud. Jump too soon. Come on. We can do this. It's not that difficult. It's not supposed to be that difficult, but it is. There we go. Made it. So now we're moving on to the top. And of course, as you can see, we already did this part, so we don't have to come back down here through this other wire and do that jump again. So now we're moving on up to the building, to the Shinra building. Ooh, it's terrifying, I know. What's interesting is that Midgar was actually supposed to be New York City at a given moment in time, but they kind of scrapped the idea and put it in Parasite Eve instead. It is kind of curious that would have been the actual settings, but in reality they made it into a fantasy like setting for the actual city. It's not an actual city. Thank goodness, because that would have made one heck of a story to explain in the future, you know? But, we're gonna bust in. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bust inside. For a reason, there's a poster that we have to collect in this particular area. Even though I like to sneak in quietly through the stairs, even though I don't like the stairs very much, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna go right on in, and we're saving the game just in case. We're gonna be saving the game, and we're going in. All right. And this is basically almost like a holdup of some sort, but but we're not doing that. We're just barging in, and we're just gonna take down the main guys that basically guard the place. And yeah, we're just gonna do that really quick. Bolt action, and of course, they don't want to go down easy. Man, I've never gone through the main entrance, so this is a new one for me. It is kind of curious to see the difference between going through the stairs and going through the main lines, but there is more benefits to the main lines than you think. And apparently this green entrance over here is like a shop of some sort. I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. I was like, oh, I gotta open the treasure chest. It's like, no, there's nothing in the treasure chest because it is a shop. It's nothing that I can collect. So they're actually selling stuff in this particular area, and they basically sell you Phoenix Downs, potions, tents, you name it. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Turtle Paradise posters that are located in this particular area. And it should be in the back end of the lobby. I'm guessing that I'm in the wrong area. I mean, I know it's in the lobby, but it's not in the second floor of the lobby. It's in the first floor of the lobby. So I'm probably going to have to go back down there to the main lobby to actually find it. So we're going to go down, down. Come on, Cloud. We're going to go to down. There we go. There we go. Not up, down. There we go. And it should be somewhere in the lobby, and I'm still exploring, so bear with me. Where is it? Ah, I think it might be in this bulletin board. After I fight the little soldiers, then I'll be able to read the bulletin board. I just want to read the bulletin board. I don't want to fight. But yeah, this poster is more important than the elixir that is inside the stairs because, quite frankly, you get a mega elixir and it's much better. And that's just one poster. There it is. There it is. Turtle Paradise. All right, we got it. So now we can move on forward, and all the people are basically freaking out because we're here. So we're just going to go and hightail it to the elevator. And of course, now we got more enemies to worry about. Can't escape, but I like escaping. Escaping is part of the deal. What do you mean I can't escape? I gotta be forced to fight you guys? That's not fun. Well, I mean, it is fun, but it's not fun for me because then I have to train. And I don't want to train. I want to go all the way up to the next floor. And this elevator is kind of funky. Basically, you get in it and you think it's a regular elevator, but it actually makes you fight a bunch of soldiers and monsters all at once because it's almost like the elevator of doom or something. Like it's like, oh my gosh, like you stop the floor at any given floor and it's like at random. So now we're fighting against this other soldier, and yeah, it's basically at random. So we're gonna be fighting a bunch of soldiers going up, up the elevator. There we go. Next floor. Oh my gosh. Going through the front is crazy. Like going through the sidelines of the stairways is a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Easier. But if you take the stairs, you can't get the poster. That's the catch. And I wanted to get the poster this time around. This round, I wanted to get the poster because I want to win the competition. Unfortunately, it requires to do all this. So it does come with a catch. But the more EXP points, the better off you'll be. So it's okay. It's okay. It's worth every moment in time. So, Yeah, we're basically attacking these creatures. I don't know what they are. They look like saw blades mixed in with, I don't even know what they are. They're like accordion saw blades. So, yeah. Destroyed them. We're moving forward. Getting our EXP, and we're moving forward. Oh my goodness. Level 48. We're still not at level 60. I think we're supposed to be at level 62 to be precise. And this is crazy. And I know these guys are supposed to get that these particular creatures in particular have carbon bangles in the next floors. So I know that you got to steal it from them, but unfortunately I can't seem to get anything out of this one in general. Like I know they have carbon bangles, but I tried, but it wouldn't let me take anything. So yeah, level 58, we're almost there. Oh my gosh. This is almost as bad as a random encounter. This elevator's taking forever. So, besides that, apparently I can't seem to find a carbon bangle out of these guys, which is surprising, actually. Let's see what floor we fall on in this one. 59. That's actually the one I think we're supposed to be on. Thank goodness. Made it. Whew. That had me worried for a moment. Creates a level of anxiety that I can't explain. So now we just take down these guys. This is where the game just puts you back in its place, and you basically have to battle them out to basically get the key card for the next levels. So we're just going to do cross slash, now that we got a special ability, which is awesome. And yeah, beat rush, take them down. And of course I have the cover materia, so Barrett is basically covering me out on this particular battle sequence here. Thank goodness, because if not, I would have been a goner. So, now that we're dealing some damage here, we are going to launch the attacks as much as possible and as consistently as possible. So, now that we've got it, we got a tranquilizer, and now we got the key card, level 60. And the key cards work like this. Basically, you go from one floor to the next with the key card, and you have to have that key card in order to enter that floor. That's how simple it goes. And we're here to save Aeris, so that's pretty much what we're doing. And of course, the security guard's falling asleep, and we're going straight for level 60. And level 60 is a pain in the butt because you got to fight these soldiers if you get caught. And I'm hoping I don't get caught. Hopefully I don't get caught. Hopefully, let's see. There we go. I'm not perfect at this, so bear with me. I am not perfect at this particular part of the game because you got to be careful. You got to be careful. And we're going to be moving on forward. There we go. Come on. And you'll see what happens if you get caught, because it is... Ah, we got caught. Ah. So we gotta battle them, and we gotta try again. That's okay. It happens, you know. Stuff happens in the games when you gotta do certain things, so it's okay. It's okay. We didn't lose. We haven't lost yet. If it was a loss, I would let you know. It was not a loss, so we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. This is going well so far. I hope. But I got to do this correctly. If it doesn't get done correctly, it's gonna be a mess. So now that we got everything, we're gonna go in and do this again with our magical skills here. There we go. And don't get caught. Don't get caught. There we go. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Whew. This is crazy. Crazy. But it isn't the hardest thing in the world. It just takes a little bit of practice, really. It just takes a little bit of practice for this mini game with the soldiers moving back and forth. It's kind of a pain. All right, here we go. Here we go. And now we're gonna rock. All right, we're gonna rock this building. So now we're in floor 61. We got to talk to somebody in particular. He's going to teach us about the floors being with the key card, what I just explained earlier. And yeah, it basically resolves itself. We got to talk to this lady over here, and we're just going to give a silent call, and she's going to say that the building is falling apart, so he gives us key card 62. Now that we're in 62, we got to solve a puzzle of the Midgar library, and this puzzle changes every single time. So I think I solved it earlier because I read all the books. I'm pretty sure that the answer is king. So let's go in here because I just read all the books, and the answer should be king. And if you answer it right, you get a bunch of stuff, which is amazing. King. Oh, good. So we got it. All right. So we got key card number 65, and we got elemental materia, which is very handy. And we should be moving on forward. Thank goodness. Because if you miss that, you miss a lot of stuff. And you can't get the key card. And if you miss it the first time, you basically have to do it again. And this floor is another issue. I'll solve it in a moment. But I guess we'll take a nap, and I guess we're gonna save the game, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So far, it's an intense round, man. Like, this is an intense session of Final Fantasy VII. So I'll catch you guys later.